Right, I know this video is going to improve your game. This is some content that I've shared with my online clients. I'm going to be covering all aspects of the game. Make sure you subscribe. This playlist is going to cover everything from driving to how you should practice to short game. So make sure you hit that button and I'll speak to you later. Right, afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world, subscribers. Many thanks for obviously being a subscriber. As always, I will say this a million times, I always appreciate your support just because of how life-changing you being a subscriber has made to my life. Bit of extra content for you. Slopey lies. So ultimately there are 4 sloping lies apart from being level. You've got ball above your feet, ball below your feet, uphill lie and downhill lie, and I'm on one of the holes at the golf course where I coach at Hampton Court Palace, and this fairway is like the most undulating thing ever. I've got about 155 yards. It is slightly uphill, and I'm going to just try and show you all 4, maybe not the quality of shot, but the different things that you need to do and things you need to consider when you have different lies and options. So to begin with, we will start with, in theory, this is nearly a bit of both actually. This is slightly uphill. I can feel that I'm definitely having to lean back and the ball is above my feet. What those two generally act as is that the golf swing plane will be flatter. So in theory, more like a baseball swing around me compared to then if the ground was flat. What that will do is it will tend to close the club face more than you would do normally, which as a general rule should curve the ball right to left because you are swinging what we'd say flatter. As the ball is slightly above my feet, I will definitely need to grip down the shaft because the ball is in theory closer to me than if it was flat. Because it's on an uphill slope, very simply, if I then just tilt to that, then I'm adding loft to the golf club. So just generally speaking, this is going to be, I need to hit more club than I would do normally, maybe 1 club more. And in theory, I need to aim a little bit to the right because it should naturally curve. One of the other things that you'll find is you end up being quite armsy with your swing because it's difficult to push into your lead side because obviously the elevation of the slope. So you need to try and get the feeling that I grip down slightly. Ball would be more middle of your stance, slightly more rounded swing, so try and stay as tall as possible. Don't feel like you want to dip down into the slope, and just try to feel that your follow through is definitely going to be less flowing onto your left side with your right heel off the floor. You're going to struggle slightly, but should we see what we can do first? So I'm going to aim a little bit to the right, allow for the natural curve. To be fair, the wind's helping as well. It's going a bit right to left. So I'm going to grip down the club. Swing's going to be a bit more rotational, a bit more around me. This is generally the first thing that I've done on the golf course, so don't laugh at the result. I've got 1 more club that I think in terms of the distance. Ball centre, slightly lower down, stay tall, and hopefully see a bit of a right to left curve. Definitely got the right to left curve. I think it's finished just front left of the green. I think the wind helped as well, but you could see that I sort of struggled to really stay on my left side. Okay, we need to move you. Oh, this will be a horrible one. I've got no chance. The slope is horrendous. I'm not even sure how much you can see the slope. Anyway, let's just put a ball in position. Oh, I've got no chance. There we go, we'll get it right. So, this is a downhill slope. I need to change clubs. And when I say this is a downhill slope, this is pretty brutal. Oh God, this is not going to go well. So, I am now on a downhill slope. The other thing that I forgot to mention, when you've got an uphill slope, you want to try to get your shoulders in line with the slope. So from the uphill perspective, I should have had my right shoulder a little bit lower, to get my shoulders parallel to that. On this side, I'm going to feel that I'm trying to get my shoulders and my spine perpendicular to the slope. So I'm definitely on this particular shot going to feel more pressure on my left side at address, because I'm going to try and follow the slope with my shoulders. Now, what you will need to do here is the opposite. I need to take less club, because with the slope being downhill, it's going to deal off the golf club. Now, the hardest thing I would say from here is that people try to lift the ball up and they try to scoop or stand up or use their sort of wrist. You can't do that in this. You've got to chase the slope. And what I mean by that, well, it's so severe. When I'm chasing the slope, I need to feel that I stay very low as I go through the shot. So I'm feeling that I'm low when I finish. Now, because of the angle, my swing will tend to be slightly more upright, which generally speaking means we'll start to see a left to right ball flight, because it becomes a bit more of an armsy action. Again, the body's got to stay quite quiet and I need to stay low through the shot. I'm glad you're facing this way. I'm not even going to show you where it goes. This is quite extreme. So, ball, again, pretty much ball in the middle, shoulders level with the slope, weight very much on my left side, and I'm going to feel that I chase down as I go through. Trying to lift the ball up will cause me to hit the top of the golf ball or completely miss it absolutely every time. Right. I can barely stand on here. Okay, right, I've gone down from a 7-iron from the first shot to an 8-iron, but you won't even need to worry about where this goes. You can't see where that's gone, to be fair. I didn't quite get underneath that. That was quite extreme. Right, I've done uphill. I've done downhill lie. I need ball below my feet. Right, where's a nice little ball below my feet? Da-da-da. Let's put you here, guys. Oopsies. Let's try and get you, it's the old one-take wonders. Let's just make sure. There's nobody on this golf course. I managed to find a nice hole. Where's the ball? Oh, it's there. Okay, we're good. Right. So this has similar properties to the downhill slope, i.e. slightly more upright swing, stay down through the shot, ball in the middle, we will tend to see a bit of a left to right curve. The biggest thing for this, hold it right at the top of the grip as best you can, and really feel that your lead knee remains low through the shot. So it's like this sort of finish, rather than that sort of high finish that you would expect normally. Right. Oh my God, you've got to see the results of this. Slightly left to right, stay down through the shot. I probably feel that I'm maybe slightly wider with my base, flex my knees slightly more at address, try and stay down through the shot. Slightly better strike, definitely got the right to left ball flight, definitely didn't go on the green. So, ball below downhill lie will tend to be left to right in curve. Very important to stay low through the shot. I think that's one key point. When you have a ball above your feet and an uphill slope, you will tend to go right to left and you need to remain quite tall through the shot. On the first two, the ball below and the downhill, you need less golf club for the distance that you've got. The uphill and the ball above your feet, you will need more club than the distance that you've got. All are fairly tricky. Takes a bit of practice, which is why it's sometimes difficult to take your range game or your simulator game onto the golf course, because you have these two different things. But hopefully, one of these bits of nuggets has helped you get an understanding, and all you need to do is just do a bit of practice, get out there, throw balls in different positions and try your best. Anything else you want me to work on in terms of extra content for you guys? drop me a message. More than happy to go through, and appreciate the support, and have a good day.